Look at that. This is the kind of ball we are dealing with today. Yeah, I had to get them myself because the Greenkeeper team cannot actually retrieve them because of the mud. So yeah, I spent a little bit of time. I believe I gathered about 200 balls. I'm kind of muddy everywhere. That's kind of insane. Just need to check that the camera focuses well because last time it fucked up. Okay, seems good. Maybe that way. Perfect. Let's go. So, so yes, I pretty much got this one is going to be for tomorrow. I think I'm going to take it home, clean it. That way tomorrow we will have a very nice ball to work with. I already hit my 8 and 6 iron. There's more to firewood and then the driver very quickly. Not sure how it's gonna go this one. So I believe I forced a little too much on my knees yesterday by trying to understand rotations, and my left knee doesn't feel really good. But I have found unexpectedly some very interesting things online, and so I'm going to share that with you today about basically the hips bumps and the hips rotation. Mainly those two things. This one went nowhere with the mud. So, first of all, the hip bump. Very, very interesting what I found because I wasn't actually thinking about it that way, and I believe that's very interesting. So, basically, once you're at the top, the idea of a hip bump is not to rotate your hips that way to bump, is not to keep the hip still, but kind of doing that. I mean, the hip square and doing that, nor that. Actually, the hip bump is you're keeping your hips squares, you're moving them forward, but also behind, like that, behind. At 45 degrees, and so what happens is the hips are going to move at 45 degrees, both behind and to the right, behind and to the right, like that. And this is what creates the hip bump. And I believe that's where I was missing, because I was either trying to do that or to do that, and so that was creating a lot of complex stuff, and also by doing that I wasn't understanding because I was just over rotating my hips. I don't understand, and so, but by doing that, I can try to keep my hips square while keep having a little bump. So that's the first thing that we are going to work on here at the top. And then the second one is about hip rotation. Because I believe that I started, first of all, probably because I wasn't sitting here, I was kind of really rigid on my leg, and so I had to put a lot of torque on my knees, and I believe that's why I start feeling a little bit of pain here in my knee. And so I found someone that I don't like those analogy, but it kind of worked, this one for sure. When you are watching back, this is about taking that right pocket back, and then when you are rotating on the other direction, it's about taking the left pocket back. Or, and that's the one that clicked, it is going to take your left cheek and put it and press it against your right, mainly. And what's funny with that is it's force, because I can feel really nicely my muscle. I feel really okay. If this is that, this is really about externally rotating that left heel, internally rotating the left hip, and just kind of stay relaxed like that. And I believe what happened is, so you're here, hip bump, you're rotating like this, and then this is just about the engaging the upper body and staying behind to get that axis tilt. I mean that, but what I would like to try to do here, because Rory McIlroy is probably not doing some things that hurt himself, given how much he's playing. So that's probably when I'm seeing his swing, I need to think about the fact that he's doing it pretty relaxedly. That doesn't put any pressure on his joint or anything. And so I probably need to start looking at here. TrackMan is leveling. If I can be able to rotate without feeling any pain, or even if I can start feeling relief in my knees, I believe that's a win. Let's try that hip bump here. Yeah, but I forgot to rotate. Also, I realized something, and that's a point we never touched on actually, because sometimes you are not able to generate power because of an incapacity of an issue physically speaking. And I realized that my left shoulder, given the amount of workout training I'm doing recently, I start feeling that my left shoulder gets weaker and weaker. And this is something that can happen that I'm not sure you know about, but your neural system can actually shut down. And so when a muscle is under way too much pressure, way too much load, and it cannot handle it, sometimes it just shut down and let other muscle take over. And I realize that might be what happened at the top of my backswing here. If my shoulder is too weak, the fact that I'm not able to stay very wide here is maybe because when I start going down, there is way too much pressure for my left shoulder to just be able to handle. And so that's probably something I'm going to take a lot more attention in the gym, start strengthening that left shoulder a lot more, doing some cable where I'm just actually trying to move the left arm down, just using the shoulder. And I believe at least that's a weakness. So probably because even when I'm pushing here, there is a point where at the beginning the arm is kind of connected, but to stay wide here, I kind of need to use my left shoulder to kind of create a separation between my chest and my arm. Yeah, like this. Like this. And so maybe this is also that my left shoulder is too weak to be able to do that. That's kind of the interesting thing. But I'm finishing with my 3-wood, kind of muddy already. And then my 5-wood, and we are moving to driver here. I'm going to set up the camera. That's kind of weird, this rotation. I'm not used to. But I guess that's okay. We'll get used to at some point. At least it feels good in my knees, so I guess that's the good perspective to keep in mind. Let's set up the camera, the computer, and we are good to go. So yeah, I spent about, 45 minutes in the mud collecting balls. That alone warmed me up pretty much. So, iPhone ready to go. Let's put it more online. Here it is, I believe. Then just I don't know where to put the second computer. But I'm going. No, I'm going to smash it with mud. Let's put it on the back of the TrackMan. Like that. So, because last session I really realized that I believe I've kind of all the element of the overall swing in I mean the 80% that get done, the 20% that get done, the 80% of the result. That's mainly what I'm thinking. But it's kind of all the little detail that kind of add up throughout the swing that make me have a bad impact position compared to Rory. Not say a bad, but not the same impact position than Rory. And so that's what I want to start. We have done a full swing view from the setup, from the takeaway, all the way up to impact. And so now I believe it's time that we start getting into the nitty-gritty of each and every single position. Let's get to it. Video, driver, and we are good to go. So I don't really want to force too much today. I'm not necessarily going to do my full 100 balls, also because the goal of 100 balls is mainly to do my cardio to lose fat. And since I've spent 45 minutes collecting balls in the mud, it was not necessarily high cardio, but some cardio. So I don't necessarily probably need to spend that much time here to hit my 3,000 calories for the day goal. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, but we'll see. Also, because my knee is a little bit hurt, I don't want that. That's nothing. That's like a little nagging pain, but I don't want it to turn into an actual injury. So I need to be very careful with that. I can't afford to get injured here. So. Swinging very slow, but I'd rather that hurting my knee. Okay, so Nope. I need to get the flow right. I got it. It's pretty much shoulder inside and really creating that vertical aspect here, dropping. So yes, I forgot dropping. And then continue bumping, closing the club face, and then rotating through. Yeah, that's going to take a lot of ball to get the flow right. Let's you know what? Let's try something very simple to start. Just to keep my head centered all the time. Can I draw? Is the drawing going to continue? Yes, I can draw. So, but is the drawing going to? So my head stay here. Is getting out. So getting low is not a bad issue, but getting right is. So mainly through here, and then I need to push really hard here to the right and stay my head really on that side. So. Yeah, knee doesn't feel great. Actually, so let's draw again. So the circle doesn't last. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but I guess we'll deal with it. So that's insane how his head is dropping slowly. He's kind of turning his head slightly to the right, but he's kind of staying centered all the way through. That's kind of the okay. There's something here. So let's try to keep that held still, then all the way until the end. Throughout the downswing as well. Uh, Maybe I should just get the flow right first. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, if I focus too much on the backswing, then the downswing is kind of shit. I kind of struggle with the transition here. Okay, why not? And here I bump and drop. Drop and rotate. That's kind of yeah. I need to force my upper body into rotation. Then maybe the lower body is going to catch up at some point. Actually, that's funny. Yeah, let's try that. Let's just try to rotate the upper body as aggressively as possible, and see if the lower body actually can is actually catching up. That's interesting. So okay. Let's try to just and do the same thing but stay behind a little bit. Getting a little faster here. Mudgy. I would like so. Let's try to keep that in mind. This idea of okay, when I go down, I just go down. Like let's try to hit a draw actually, like this. Yes, it drew. You know, he did it. Surprise. Probably the ball did something weird. Yeah. So let's try to get that. Because okay, that's kind of the idea here. You think what I'm trying to do here, now that I kind of understand how to do the downswing right, I need to try to get into the very good position at the top and do the backswing, the downswing right as well. Here, the backswing was kind of okay, but I failed. Okay. Okay, was a little bit better. And I'm swinging as slow as I possibly can. Okay, let's try to continue down that road. Now that the overall flow is kind of okay, I get it. Now let's try to really nail each and every single one of the position in the swing. So. Okay. I'm not even sure I'm going over 100 beats per minute at this point. So I kind of get, okay, there is kind of the shoulder starting here, and then it's kind of floating vertically. And at this point, it's already centered back. I start getting a little bit of more lag, a little bit more naturally as well. Maybe I forgot the hip bump. Probably when this hip bump here, then vertical and a little bit of hip bump already, and then it's just continuing. Where is my going? Okay, that's funny. Stay pretty centered here, or even move to. So the issue is not necessarily. It's kind of at the top of the backswing. During the backswing, that's kind of okay. Yeah, I kind of need to create as much separation between my hand and. Oh, I feel it in my shoulder here. And naturally, I had this hip bump. and as soon as I start, and that's what's interesting. As soon as I start the downswing, I need to kind of, because let's see. Actually, does my head move a little forward or not? That's not a good one. Here we go. Okay, okay. Yes, my head's moved forward. So okay, so that's kind of it. The issue is there is by keeping my head centered, I'm going to be able to shift enough to the left. But I need to, because his head, I'm pretty sure it doesn't move forward. Very slightly, very slightly. That kind of, and then keeping the head behind. Weird. Definitely weird. I mean, that actually that doesn't look that bad. Of course, the details are not there, but so okay. So let's try to do that. Here I need to create as much separation between my head and my hands. And then stay behind. That's kind of where it starts getting funky here. That's so out of what I'm used to. Kind of getting it, but okay. So slower, slower, and we are going to build up speed like 70 miles. So kind of this. Too fast, too fast. Something like that. 50 miles. Nice. My left arm is bent. My left arm is bent. I don't want my left arm to be bent. Ah. Okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. So okay, like this. It's bent. Alright, I don't care how long it's gonna take. We are going to do slow-mo over and over. So, okay. As long as it takes to reconnect my brain with a good patterns. Didn't set here. Let's try to do that because I started to use the because probably kind of lack of rotation should probably keep my moving. How do I do it? Now the halfway point is there. Okay, so yes, I was just using too much my left arm during the first part. This is pretty much right arm pulling the club to set it, and then left arm get as aware as possible. So here. Need to get that right shoulder out of the way to be able to get that left shoulder forward. But I still get my head. So let's just try to rotate. Okay. Because I kind of start thinking that whatever I do with my upper body at this point, I'm kind of doing weird shit. Well, if I just focus on kind of let's try to make an aggressive pump and rotation, but while keeping the upper body where it is. I want to try something here. Something that Dr. Young, I don't know, I don't remember. Pretty much just throw the hips and can let the arm follow through with it. Really not. Okay, why not? Yeah, because I was kind of trying to keep my shoulder closed, but kind of also keeping my arm closed. Where here it's just okay, you keep the shoulder kind of closed, yes, but you also let the arm leave. That's kind of the idea here. I mean, that's not that bad. Just that the hips are rotating kind of too slow, but you know what, let's try that because maybe that's kind of the key here. Because that way I'm kind of forced to not use my upper body, given that this is just, but I still need to feel that my arm gets released. Actually, let's try to feel that even more, that my arm gets released at some point. At least my body feels very relaxed here. Yeah, I feel relaxed all the way, but everything is. I try to kind of use the power move here, but just in the backswing, since the downswing here, I'm pretty much not doing anything. Let's try to. Since this is really dependent on my hip rotation. Let's try to do a little bit more hip rotation. So here I activated my upper body. No, don't activate the upper body. Okay, let's try that. Activate the upper body again. And probably the idea that I'm missing right is probably just because I'm not rotating enough. I mean, do I miss right actually? What I mean by that is it a push, a fade, or a push draw that doesn't come back enough? That's kind of the question. Okay, that's a push draw that doesn't come back enough, so that's a good swing. I mean, in terms of trajectory, rest is something else, but. Let's just try to keep that head kind of center at the top. Okay, doing something like that here. Muddy. I start thinking maybe I should just try to feel that my arms stay in front of my chest all the way, and then when I'm going down, it's just keeping my chest behind and keeping my arm forward. I'm just letting the lower body kind of rip through. So I'm kind of okay, going a little bit inside at first, but then when this is a body rotation and then the downswing, it's pretty much trying to just get the arm back in front all the way. Interesting. I'm kind of choosing the ball, but at the end of the day, I'm going to have to hit them all. Honestly, I'm kind of exploring here. Some sensation. Yes, try to keep that left arm low. Let's try that. Just a minute. Okay. So I believe that kind of the answer. That's something actually I didn't try that much here. Something that I saw a lot where he does is kind of doing that here. And when you're seeing in slow motion, it's difficult to understand what he does, but I believe it's kind of resisting a lot here with his left arm. Let's try that. Ah, yeah, there's something funny. I believe I've put mud all over my face. It's going to be funky to remove all of that. Let's take a look at that. Okay. That's... Oh, gosh. My left shoulder take really bad. When I start getting that left arm straight here, let's try something here. Okay, so we are here, and then kind of try to do that. I woke up some birds. So what I'm thinking is, okay, maybe here, you know what, that's kind of it. I resist as much as I possibly can. Or here. And then this is just a rotation and bumping. But because I'm resisting down, I cannot put my arm very high. So try that. And what if I'm thinking about it. What if? Yeah, he's doing this here, keeping the left arm really low. But is it? Maybe this is us. This is just I'm pulling with my right arm really high here, create massive amount of tension, and so when I come back down, my right shoulder is pulled so much behind that actually this is what allowed me to, because I was kind of difficult to catch to that position. So maybe if I pull really hard and then stay into that really hard pulled position, maybe that could help. So let's try that. Basically creating an insane amount of tension at the top, which not necessarily a bad thing. Put a little bit more energy into the backswing. But the only issue here is, I mean, that kind of maybe hit. It's just that I'm not dropping. So let's try to drop. So, and drop in that right, in that bump. Oh, my left shoulder take so bad. Take really bad. I don't know what to say. Because we have an expression in French. Elle prend cher. It's like it got the expensive price, you know. That hurts. What I like about this is I can pretty much go as hard as I want, really fast. I'm setting the club really fast at this point. I'm not going too long. That's okay. And let's try to just keep going with that. Just keeping that right shoulder really behind, left shoulder really low. Okay, there is something definitely here. What would be even better is if I could just rotate my hips a little bit better, but Okay, let's try that. Actually, I realized the bump is that way behind, but also down, like that. That's difficult. Yeah, that's pretty much. Once I'm bumped, it's just about the thing that I told you earlier, where you rotate and you can kind of let the arm catch up here. Again. Again. I believe I have it. It's just I need to rewire my brain, my neural pattern. But rotate. So this idea of shoulder is not just behind, it's so up as I'm dropping. To keep the club on the right plane. Pretty much this is here. And then yeah, I need. Yes, that's probably that. I'm so used to use my upper body to generate power that for now, it just fuck with me. Where if I really try to generate power, but don't use your upper body, don't use your upper body, don't use your upper body. At some point, my brain will start catching up. Maybe doing a little bit of the speed stick here. How does it? How do you? How the heavy one here? No. Don't use your upper body. Don't use your upper body. Was an unexpected little not so break actually. $76, yeah, we're on not 100. Didn't get it. What I'm thinking is probably instead of just pulling my the club in, I can do it when I do my practice room here, just to really feel the resistance of my left arm. But then when I do the backswing, just relax the right arm and just pull the shoulder. And what happens when I do that, I really feel my left arm at the top of my backswing, which usually I don't. Yo, wake up. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. At all. Here actually I focused only on my left arm during the downswing, trying to let it catch up instead of having both arms here. Wasn't that way this one? Because what happened when I just relax my right arm but resist with my left, I feel the separation between my chest, and then when I come back, it's very easy just to drive with the left and actually get draw. Well, that's interesting. So okay, so pretty much here you resist with the left, and then to finish, this is just relaxing the right arm and pulling that right shoulder back. And because the left arm is resisting so much, it's going to create separation. And then when I rotate, I'm going to feel enormously my left arm at this point. Then whoosh, and I get my draw, which is also something interesting. don't know how I generated that speed earlier, but no, I'm going over the top here. Let's drive that left shoulder with the left arm downswing. Okay, came from the inside this one, for sure. Right? Are you fucking kidding me? There is no way it was right, this one. No way. No way. That's the mud that probably fucked up the data, but there is no way it was right. We are slow, definitely slow, but we are doing some draws. Okay. Yeah, I feel that my left shoulder is really getting a beating here. I find it getting a beating, but it's kind of start looking somewhat good. Okay. If you tell me this is right, I'll kill you. That's probably a lot more left than that. Yeah, it did so much in upward angle of attack. Actually, not that much, but it went off the face without any spin. So what I would like is just this idea of bump here. It doesn't happen. Maybe. This one was right, for sure. Because I didn't stay enough behind the ball. I didn't bump enough here. Yeah, I believe we start entering into the boring phase where I know what I have to do. Just as this is going to take a very long time to do it. We're going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. But I believe if that's the case, we might start to actually speed train with the speed stick. Because if I have the right motion, then speed stick are going to help me get faster through that motion, teach my neural system how to do that motion better. So yeah, so so yeah, for me, as I said, it's really the left arm here. It does it. And probably as I'm going to get stronger with the left arm, the more I'm going to be able to release the club the right way, I mean, and keep my shoulder, because probably once this shoulder collapse, that kind of allow my shoulder to turn here. Well, as long as it's resisting and accelerating the club, that can keep my my shoulders shut. That's what I'm thinking here. Let's try to pull hard with the. I know it's going to hurt, but that doesn't. That looked nice. Let's see. Because if the idea is wow. Oh. Oh, yeah. I felt it. You know the power move that we talked? Really, maybe with the left arm, once it's set here, trying to get that power move, the club as vertical as possible. But only with the left arm. Only with the left arm. Only with the left arm. And then dropping inside. Whoosh. Okay. Because that's going to allow, force me to create massive stretch. Oh yeah. Really weird when how I finish the swing, but yes. Okay. And then we kind of externally rotating the left arm. probably get across the line. Probably the motion is right, but I get across the line because my upper body goes with it. Because if I pull that way and my upper body goes, do that. But if I pull that way and I stay behind, kind of almost impossible to get the club across the line, or too much across the line, let's say. So. When I do that, it's almost impossible for me to come back in the right position. I guess. Rory doesn't start his rotation actually at the. He started a little later. There is a first kind of bumping motion. Not say bumping, but so if I do that here, and then like this. Okay, let's try. Yeah, it doesn't work. Because I mean, maybe it works actually. Okay, when I do that and I drop, it's kind of my arm get pulled enormously forward. And what I'm start thinking is maybe that's a good thing. Where that way, that allow me. I don't have to pull the arm. The arm get pulled forward. But I have to rotate aggressively to be able to catch up. So the arm doesn't become the issue. The rotation of the hips, interesting. So let's try that. It didn't really work, but I guess I'm onto something. I need first to go down, and then up, and then rotate. Oh, this one is awful. Oh, I cannot eat that. Yeah, you forgot the money ball since the beginning. I mean, I see our players are crying because they have a little mud on their ball. Mine are this absolutely insane. And that's maybe why I don't get that much spin. That was usual, maybe. So let's try to do that. Okay, there was a little bit of it. And I've managed to hit a draw here. So, I guess we're on to some. Of course, each time I approach the end and I'm on to something. again. I mean, we're going to have to do that over and over and over, but my head here should drop at the top of the swing, and I believe I don't. Yeah, on top of that, I'm moving to the left, to the right. It's dropping after, but let's do one more. I promise that's one more. So. My knee, it hurt. But yes, I clearly feel that, because one of the things I told you is it seems that the arm of Rory gets much in front of it, and yeah, it kind of makes sense. Once if the club is here, and you start, you're not you're doing it a little bit, but in any way the club is going to pull the hand down and forward, and so if you want to catch up, you have to rotate aggressively. So you first need to shallow a little bit, which is going to push the hand forward very quickly, and then rotate. Probably there is also the right hand. And for now, I'm using only the left hand, but probably something with the right as well. Maybe. Let's try to figure that out. So. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it for today. I kind of pressured my knee on the, not the last one, but just the one before. And I'm not going to start eating up the stack of tomorrow. So, yes. I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Bye bye!